We are going to see pollination and at its type. Self-pollination, cross-pollination. Pollination we have two types. One is self-pollination and is cross-pollination. Already we have seen in sexual reproduction. In detail we are going to see today. Okay. Self-pollination we have autogamy. We have types in this autogamy. Cross-pollination is allogamy. Allogamy is divided into biotic agency and abiotic agency. Abiotic is wind and water. Biotic agency, that is living, beetle, moths, bees, butterflies, snail, birds, bats, ants. Through these animals also pollination will occur. We will see one by one in this video. So first, what is pollination? The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. That is, transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of a flower. It reaches to the flower themselves. If it is by an external agency or by a gravity or a growth contact, that is called as pollination. Next. So pollination is of two types. One is self and another is cross. You can see the diagram itself. You can see a plant A and plant B. See here also you can see plant A and plant B. What is self? Within the plant itself, cross pollination is within the different plant A and B. And next is, we are going to see the types in self pollination. It is a type of self pollination. We have two. One is homogamy and another is clustogamy. Interscrosis, this is a perfect flower is pollinated by its own pollen. Homogamy, we will see first one. The anther and the stigma of open flower, the flower will be open or brought together by growth, blending or folding. The same flower will be brought together. This is chasmogamous flowers, and they will call as chasmogamous flowers. It is nothing open flower. Chasmo means open, gamous mean marriage, open marriage. Then clustogamy is, clusto meaning is closed, gamy means marriage. Clustogamy, here you can see in clustogamous flowers, the anther dehiscence inside closed flower. I said you, clusto means closed. So, see, it is a closed flower. Growth of style brings the pollen grains in contact with stigma, pollination, stigma. Pollination and seed set as assured. Pollinators is not at all required for this. Okay. Here we have seen about autogamy. We have two, homogamy and clustogamy. Homogamous, it is seen in open flower. Homo means open flower. Clustogamy means closed flower. Next is getinogamy. These autogamy and getinogamy are the type of self-pollination. Okay. In this type of pollination, in which pollen grains of one flower are transferred to the stigma of another flower belonging to either the same plant or genetically similar plant. Here we have one more here. In getinogamy, the flowers are often show modification similar to ones found in cross-pollination. We can also call this cross-pollination. If it is in the same plant, it is not be a cross-pollination. If it is on the different flower, it will be a cross-pollination, but it comes under self-pollination. Next, we are going to see the advantages and disadvantages of self-pollination. It maintain advantages. First, we will see the advantage. It maintains the parental character, definitely. Whatever it is, it gives only the parental character. Self-pollination is used to maintain pure line. We will grow only a pure part of a plant in a garden, and then plant does not need to produce a large number of pollen. Definitely does not need any large number. If it is one flower, it needs all the things will be arrived in this itself. Flowers do not develop device for attracting insect. Insect, there is no need of pollinator. It can self-pollinate by itself. It does not need any pollinators. It also has a disadvantages. We cannot get a new variety, and then decreases. I mean, if it is prolonged, anther and the stigma of the same flower is getting, it will be the vitality and vigor, the strength will be reduced, and then immunity disease decrease. Immunity also will be reduced. One plant is giving to another, another plant is giving to another. All the immunity and strength will be reduced. Adaptability to change environment are reduced. Definitely it won't changes through the environment. A single plant, it needs the same environment to grow. It will not be stubborn to overcome the environment. Next is This is cross pollination. Now we can also call it xenogamy and allogamy. Okay, here cross pollination is a transfer of pollen grain from anther of one flower to the stigma of genetically different flower. We can find a difference here, genetically different. In getinogamy we find the same flower. Here you can genetically different flower, a variety. For example, we will say hibiscus of a rose plant, or a red flower is just genetically different from a pink. Okay, it is just cross pollination is performed with the help of an external agency. Definitely it needs an external agency. For example, coconut plant and all, we can see if one plant will be in some other side and another plant, it needs an agency. It cannot just like that it cannot fly. Okay, it needs an external agency like wind, water or animals. We will see what are all the agencies are there in cross pollination. Yes, cross pollination, abiotic through wind and water. Biotic, we have many agencies. First we are going to see abiotic agencies. Anemophily. It is a mode of cross pollination or a transfer of pollen grain through the agency of wind. Definitely it transfer the pollen grains through wind. Okay, just like that, all the pollen grain cannot be transferred through wind because many of them cannot, the wind cannot have the capacity to carry. It has some certain characteristics. Example of this are coconut palm, date palm, maize, many grasses. According to anemophily, the agency of wind can only transfer to a certain pollen grains. Some characters we find here. The flowers are colorless, odorless and nectarless. Definitely it does not need a nectar. It is colorless, odorless. And pollen grains are light. Definitely it has to be light. If the pollen grain is light only, if it is lightweight, light, the wind can carry. Okay. And winged. Wind holds winged. The pollen grain has, many of the pollen grains has winged. And dusty, dry, smooth, non-sticky and unwettable. Stigma is hairy, feathery or branched to catch the waterborne pollen grain. Not only pollen grain, stigma also has to carry. It has to be hairy, feathery. To wind pollen grain catch பண்றதுக்கு it should be hairy. Pollen grains are produced in very large number. Definitely if wind carries, it does not need only one pollen grain to carry to the one point. It carried as a bunch. It carries as a bunch and reaches to stigma. Okay, and then hydrophily. Here in this mode of pollination or a transfer of pollen grain through the agency of water. It also has a character. Water la irukka plant pollen grains carry ponu. What are all the characters it needs? Flowers are small. Definitely it has small. It has to travel in the water. Nectars and odors are absent. Definitely there is no nectar. Nectar in the sense means honey, and odor, smell are absent. Pollen grains are light and unwettable. It should not be wet. If it is wet, it will go on due to the mucilage cover. Oily substances. The pollen grains will be oily. It should not be stick in our hand. It should not be overlap with the water. Stigma is long, sticky but unwettable. Stigma also should be long, sticky but unwettable. It should be sticky. It needs the pollen grains to stick by itself. These characteristic needs that the agents of water can help to reach the stigma. Example, Vallisneria. Okay. Next is entomophily. Many of the insects comes under this. The pollen grains are transferred to mature through the agency of wind. Many insects help for pollination. Some of them are moths, butterfly, wasp, bees, beetle, etc. So it also has some characters. It should be showy. Definitely birds will attract only the colorful flowers, and it should have nectars. Most insect pollinate flowers have a landing platform. Definitely it has a landing. The flower should have a landing platform. The pollen grains are spiny, heavy and surrounded by yellowish oil sticky substance called pollen kit. I already said that pollen kit is present in the exine. It is given by endothecium. I said you the layer of pollen grain endothecium is given pollen kit. These substance needs the bees wasps to attract. Okay, it will stick on the mouth. Stigma are often inserted and sticky. Some flowers provide safe place to insects for laying eggs. Yucca is one of the plant. These insects lay eggs only in the yucca plant. It also the pollen grains will be carried on the mouth of the plant. You can see in the picture a bee is carrying pollen. It is just sucking the nectar, and in that mouth part all the pollen grain will be stuck. It goes on to the some other flower, it leaves the pollen grain. That's all. Pollination will occur. I mean, after that both anther pollen grains and the stigma will get attract. Next is orthinophily. Yeah, it is a mode of allogamy performed by birds. Only a few types of birds are specialized in this, definitely. Because they usually have small size and long beak. These birds have long beaks, then only it can suck the nectars. So characteristic of these are flowers. Definitely flowers should be bright in color, that to 3 to 4 colors, red, orange, yellow or blue. Okay, birds. Only a few types of birds only attract this. The floral parts are commonly leathery. The floral part should be leathery. Abundant watery nectars and have edible parts. Scented is often absent. Yeah, here scent, the for example, you can also have jasmine and all. It should be, jasmine is not attracted by this type because orthinophily, because it should not be scented flowers, it won't attract. It needs abundant watery nectars, have edible parts. Okay, and then next is this is methods to ensure cross pollination. So we have seen about pollination, self and cross, abiotic agency, biotic agency. Abiotic means wind and water, biotic agency like beetle. We have seen 4 of that in a common. Here also some of this beetle. Through beetle also pollination can occur in some plant. Moths, bees, butterflies, snails, birds and ant. Now we are going to see controversy through cross pollination. So what are all the controversies we will see through cross pollination? So here some of the methods controversy for cross pollination are dichogamy. In dichogamy we have 2 types here. I'll explain you what is dichogamy. Anther and the stigma mature at different times in bisexual flower, so as to prevent self pollination. So self pollination nadakkama cross pollination occurs because of this. Either anther and the stigma present in same flower or bisexual flower. Bisexual flower means anther and the stigma present in same flower, but cross pollination will occur. How? We have 2 types, protandry and protogyny. Here I'll show you a picture here. Here you can see the stamen and the style. Stamen is matured, so style is not matured. Here stamen is not matured, here style is matured. That is protandry. And here the second picture you can see protogyny. Yeah, I'll explain you this. Protandry, anther matured earlier than the stigma of the same flower. Their pollen grains become available to stigmas of the older flowers. Yeah, definitely. Anther is matured first, but stigma is not matured. So their pollen grains will be available to the stigma of the older flower. Protandry. Pro means this is new, and anther matured first. Okay, anther is matured. Protandry. Anther matured earlier first. Pro. And progyny, gynoecium, we will see, no, female part, that stigma matured earlier. Yes, here the stigma matured earlier, that is progyny. We can have example here, sunflower plant, here Milabilis jalapa, that is 4 o'clock plant. And next also we have hercogamy. Here this is also a bisexual flower. Here the organ itself is a barrier. You can see the picture here. It has long style and a short filament. It cannot reach, no. Even many of the plants, the stamen and the stigma cannot reach each other. And next is self-sterility. Definitely, if anther in a bisexual flower also, if anther is not matured, stigma will not get pollinated. If stigma is not matured, that ovule is not ready to develop, then anther will not reach. That pollen grain will not reach the stigma. This is self-sterility. And one more is Hercostyle. Here, two types of flowers are there. I'll show you the flowers here. Yeah, distyle and tristyle. Here, you can see a long style and a short style. So, long style cannot reach the anther here. This is bisexual flower, but it cannot reach. See, a short style, it cannot also reach. So, it can either, it has cross pollination by each other, by not having crossed by each other. Here you can also see tristyle, lathyrum in a plant. Picture 1 long style it has, picture 2 normal style, picture 3 short style. So, short style will reach us to the first plant. You can see the diagram picture itself. It will be elaborately shown. These are all same flower, but cross pollination under certain circumstances it is cross pollinated, because the male and female gametophyte is not helping each other. So, long style which reach to some other long style will reach to long stamen. You can see it was interlinked. These type of this is controversy in cross pollination. Yeah, we have seen here many bisexual flower under the controversy. These ensure cross pollination. One is dichogamy, and another one is hercogamy, and another one is heterostyle. The style and stigma will be on varying size. We have seen in the picture. That's all we have seen about pollination and its types. Next, that agents of pollination we have seen. That's all about the pollination. Thank you.